And we are going live. This time around. Something a little bit different, a little bit different than what we usually do on the channel, like, we usually build Lego sets or mocks, but this time it's more of a custom Lego sets overall thing. So I designed a custom Lego set, and I think you guys have seen the teaser for it, a couple weeks back at this point. But nevertheless, today we are building Starcourt Mall. Over what, 3,000-ish pieces is it? So it's quite a lot, but guess we're about to build everything. So, well, not everything, but what my hope is today is actually to build up some of Starcourt Mall. And then with the rest, that is like the remainder that I still haven't built, I'm expecting to build that probably like on my own time without doing a live stream. And then I'm going to surprise you guys with like the final products of what is to come. So a lot is planned here, but in like the time that I'm going to be live streaming, I'm just going to see how much of Starcourt am I able to be building. But probably first off we're going to be building the Mind Flare beforehand, and then afterwards we're going to get to building the base of Starcourt Mall. Hello to everyone just joining in. Hi diddly ho, neighborino. Haven't been here a while. Yep. And we begin. I'm gonna have to open up the Starcourt file, and let's begin building the Mind Flare. Okay. Wonder how this is all gonna go together because of how many parts are in this build, but here we go. Let's build Starcourt Mall. That's a lot of parts. I'm probably going to put all the bags over here. This is going to be a mess. I didn't bother organizing through all these parts, but I think in the long run it's going to take up the same amount of time if I organize it and then build it, or just build it like this. Ultimately, it's going to take up the same amount of time because time goes into organizing, right? So, don't think there's going to be that big of a difference. I don't know where I should even put all these parts. This is a lot of parts. And the computer fan is being extremely loud again. What happens when you operate a lot of programs at once. Okay, this is gonna be quite a build. This is gonna be quite a build. Is this an actual Lego set or a mock? This is a mock that I designed, so it's basically like a custom Lego set that I've been designing. Like, that is the biggest reason towards why you guys haven't been seeing any Springfield updates, was because of this. All of this just happening behind the scenes. But we're finally revealing all of it. What is your favorite Stranger Things character? Probably just, I'd have to say, most likely Elle. Most likely, because, come on, she's like one of the coolest characters with telekinesis powers. So, probably Elle. Okay, let's see what we have in terms of the build. Yep, this is gonna take a while. Can't wait to see all those bags turn into the mall. Yep. Oh man, it's gonna be a lot. When you don't bother to sort through this many parts, it really becomes a mess. Hopefully it isn't too hard to get through everything and then get to building all of this. Just clear out a little workspace here. Will you be adding this to Springfield like with Sesame Street set? Probably not. I kind of don't want to like, mix in everything in a Springfield, and this is more of like a playset kind of build, It's not like a modular or anything in that kind of vein, but it's like more of an interior part of the build, if that makes sense. Even though there was a crossover episode of The Simpsons and Stranger Things with like the Starcourt Mall and everything, still don't want to really mix that together. I just kind of want to keep it separate, like with the upside down. So probably gonna have like those two on display or something. We'll see. I like Steve because I can relate to him the most. Nice. Let's see. I'm gonna have to build six of these legs. Let's see. I designed this like a couple months back at this point because the teaser trailer took so long to make, but just have to refresh my memory on how all of this went together. Okay. It's going to be a lot of searching for parts, that's for sure. I wonder how far we're going to be able to get today. Let's see, where is 1x4 plates? Reddish brown, or not reddish brown, dark red. Yeah, this is going to take a long while to figure out, but let's see. Wait, here we go. Found them. Hello, SA. Okay. There's going to be a lot of bags that are going to be left over after this. That's what happens when you order from 9 Brickling stores, or... No, it was 10. 10 Brickling stores. That's just great. See how we're going to be building one of these up, and then afterwards I can just replicate the design 6 times around. Let's see, where do we have the other ball joints elements? Oh, here we are. Dust in the way already. This is definitely going to take a while. I've said it once, I'm going to say it again. It's going to take a while. Even with having all of the parts in front of you, it's still is quite a process. Before, when I used to build mocks, I literally had nothing in front of me, and I had to go like search through all of my parts bins. But now, like with having everything out here, it's still like having this much parts. It's quite overwhelming. So that's great. And I actually have some parts somewhere down here below as well that I need. Yep. Not even everything. Whoops. Something just fell. Okay, let's see. Where are the 2x2? There you go. Entirely forgot that I needed that as well. Let's see, where do we have 2x2 rounds? I believe it was in this bag. That would be in the opposite one of these. Yep, there it is. There's the essential structure of one foot all built up. One leg, I should say. Time to build 5 more. One. That's 2. How many pieces is this? It's like, hold on, I can actually check from here how many pieces it was. Like the exact total. 2,602 pieces. That are in unnumbered bags. That's 3 legs down. Now the other side, and then we'll have the legs of the Mind Flayer all complete. At least it's easier than the jigsaw puzzle. You have instructions for this. It's basically like a whatchamacallit. It's like a Lego Digital Designer file, but it's in stud.io. So it's not so much of instructions as much of like a 3D model of it that I have, and I'm just, you know, rebuilding now that I've constructed initially. One more leg left. Alright, basic construction of all the legs are now complete. Now I have to do like the fingers or toes, I don't know what you, like the things that underneath the Mind Flayer, I don't exactly know the name of, but what he basically stands on. See, I had like a specific bag for that somewhere around here, for those little parts. somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, they were right in front of me the whole time. Never mind. Hello, Davis. I like your builds. Thank you. I've never seen your face. You're handsome. Why, thank you. The Mind Flayer's feet can now stand. Somewhat. Still needs a body. That is the first bag emptied out. Probably the first of many to come. When will you be doing the next Simpsons episode? Well, once I get Starcourt built, and like, once I get like the cinematic showcase of Starcourt like entirely complete, I'd say by probably the week after next. I don't know exactly because, you know, with this many parts still to go, and I'm probably going to be building this for the next like 3 days or so, because this is kind of a lot to build, so I don't know how that's going to go. But then afterwards, like once I make the cinematic showcase of this model and everything, again, like probably the week after next is when you can probably expect an update towards building Springfield. Hello, Ryan Studios. Let's see, where did we have those? Oh, there we are. Okay, it's in here. Where do we have? Now the issue with like some of these Bricklink orders is it's literally, some of the parts are just so small and they're buried in like bags that are sized like this, so it's very much uncomfortable to find the parts. But hey, whatever it takes to build a Starcourt mall, am I right? Lego doesn't decide to do it, I'll do it myself. Yep, and there we are with 1 foot legs thing complete. And then afterwards we're going to detail it out. Is this a custom build or Lego? It's a custom set that I've designed. It's beyond me how you have less subscribers than I do. You deserve more subscribers. Well, thanks, Ryan. Greatly appreciate it. So it's a custom build. Yeah, it's a custom build. If only LEGO were to make this an official LEGO set, I'd be the first one at the LEGO store to pick it up. Uh-oh, the camera's about to turn off. No, I thought I fixed this issue, but I guess not. Alright, fixed it. Made a big custom build today. Nice. Yeah, LEGO's missing out on some serious cash. I know, right? They seriously need to get their things together and make this happen. Like, I mean, it's not too late, you know, LEGO Endgame sets are still coming out, so it's not too late to make, you know, the Stranger Things Season 3 Starcourt Mall. From what it seems like, LEGO just tends to make sets later, after, like, movies come out and everything, so it still is a possibility that, there is still a possibility that they will, but it's kind of doubtful, honestly. They haven't, like, teased anything, or who knows, maybe they will, maybe they won't, but... But if they don't, then potentially for Season 4, maybe? Like, once that comes out? You know, because that's, like, coming out in, what, November? Or something like that? Don't think there's, like, an exact release date to it yet. Is this the first Stranger Things set still out? Yeah, it is, like... Aside from the Upside Down, that's like the only official LEGO set, and then this is already custom because I couldn't wait any longer. I just needed a Starcourt Mall. Like, not retired, well, can't speak today. Not retired. Yeah, the Upside Down is still not retired, surprisingly. But I'm pretty sure it will be retiring, like, at the end of 2021, if not earlier, so, you know, it's close to retiring. At least I'm pretty sure that it is, but who knows. Is this a real set? Nope, it's custom build. Make LEGO Roblox? I doubt that I will actually make a LEGO Roblox build because I don't play Roblox. I don't play any video games at all, really. You know, I just watch movies, so... Like TV shows, movies, whatever that would be, so you can expect mocks from me on those two topics. I don't know, like, I don't play Roblox, so like, really want to build anything out of it. That's really what like got me going with building Starcourt, was like, after seeing Stranger Things Season 3, I was like, Starcourt needs to happen. If LEGO doesn't make it, I'm making it. And then I waited, saw that nothing is coming out, and here we are, 2021 with a custom Starcourt. These parts are really hard to take out of the bag. They're so small. Let's see, where is this one? I supported your Krusty Burger set, and hopefully LEGO says yes. Yes, hopefully. Hopefully they do say yes. I'm really much just want it to happen, okay? I just really want it to happen. LEGO The Simpsons needs to return. Like, again, LEGO is missing out on some serious cash. Like, you just start the like, every single good theme LEGO starts. Like, come on, LEGO Simpsons, LEGO Stranger Things, and then they just stop it all of a sudden. Like, what's the deal with that? Like, the themes that I actually really enjoy, they just cut off, which is very unfortunate. Like, it's like they know I like the themes and then like make it so I don't buy any more of the sets or something. It's really stupid. They need to make LEGO Apex Legends. I haven't played the game, but sure. I mean, they have made Minecraft and Overwatch. I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know if the licensing really lines up for them, and I don't know. Where did you buy this set from? Well, I built it myself on Bricklink Studio, and then afterwards I exported the model over to like a wanted list, if you know what that is on Bricklink, and then afterwards I auto-selected all of the stores and then purchased it like from 10 different stores, and so here we are with like 100 different bags, which is really fun to put together, but is extremely painful to look through all of the parts, so that's a thing. Wish I could show my build to you, yeah. They need to bring back Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones, and Lord of the Rings / Hobbit. Yeah, agreed. They really need to bring back some of those themes, those older LEGO themes. Just why, LEGO? Just why? They could easily make some serious cash again, as you said before on those. And instead they're just remaking LEGO Star Wars sets. Like, sets that we have already gotten in the past, just kind of miniaturized versions almost of them. You know, instead of making new things, they're just repeating themselves over and over again, which is kind of unfortunate to see. So, taking all of the builds into my own hands, same with Springfield. Geez, there are seriously a lot of small parts that I need to fish out of this bag. Why do all the pieces have to be so small and so unorganized in here? Okay, I'm sure shipping was a pain to deal with. Yeah, the shipping on 10 different stores wasn't light. It just wasn't. It was really my only way out to get this build, like, to get everything, you know, here, and it was expensive, okay? It was like $50 for just the shipping costs alone from like 10 different stores. It sucked, okay? Long story short, it just sucked. And then afterwards, like, besides the shipping, right, I had to go through, like, these 2,600 pieces or whatever it was, and then I have to make sure that all of them are there, so on top of everything, I have to sit there counting through, like, all of the parts to make sure they're in the right quantities, because I ordered like, the exact quantity of parts that I needed, so, and most of those parts that are needed in here, I just don't have in my collection. Or just, I have them, but I'm using them on a different mock, like on the shelf back there, but yeah, it was a pain altogether, but I think once I get everything built and then have the cinematic showcase and everything, it's going to be a lot more worth it by then. Your Spider-Man in the background looks cool. Thank you. That one took like 13 weeks to build and a lot more Bricklink orders as well. Everything is literally Bricklink ordered like at this point. Like the Rex helmets, Spider-Man, the Simpsons house. It's a lot of Bricklink orders. Just a lot. But in the end, I think it's still quite worth it for a backdrop and such, so. I only recently found wishlist Bricklink stores last year, and when I built a custom DeLorean and bought the bricks from all the stores. Oh nice, Adam. Finally built up a custom DeLorean there. Yeah, and another set that LEGO hasn't made yet, the DeLorean. I mean, they have made it like way back when, what, was it that 2013? I want to say it was like 2013 or something. They've made the DeLorean, but we need an upgrade. We seriously need an upgraded DeLorean. If they don't, I'm probably going to be sitting here again designing my own custom DeLorean or something. Who knows, maybe down the line if they still do not make another DeLorean, like a Creator Expert one or a minifigure scale one again, but probably have a feeling it's going to be Creator Expert. We're going to be here again building the DeLorean because I'm quite a big fan of Back to the Future as well, so we'll see. Wow, I need to get Bricklink. Yeah, it's quite a lifesaver. Even though the shipping is an absolute pain when it comes to cost, but I mean it's really the fastest shipping that you can possibly get, so. Bricks and Pieces as well as, you know, has cheaper shipping, but it takes forever, so it's kind of like a trade-off there. This build is seriously going to take some time to build. Just seriously is. Like we've just built up what, the 6 legs in a total of what, 40 minutes? Yeah, basically rounded over to 40 minutes. Been wanting to build a Lego Wakanda for a while and needed a few figures. Was lucky enough to find a seller in Russia with tons of expensive figures and shipping. Wow, expensive, huh? It's no fun whenever it's expensive. I believe it was 6 or 7 figures and 1 big fig, which was $20 alone. You know, for minifigures, 6 or 7 figures and one of them is a big fig, that's for 20 bucks. If they're all new, like I don't know if you said they were new or not, but if they're all new, then yeah, that's pretty worth it. Because I never buy used Lego before, like, never do, never will, because I don't want to have like scratched Lego or just discolored Lego for no particular reason, you know? I mean, sure, you may save on some costs beforehand, but on display it doesn't look as good, and I kind of want it to look good on display all the time, so it is what it is. Where is a 4x4 round? Here we go. Lego are going to be pulling an April Fool's prank saying Starcourt Mall will be a Lego set. Will they be that cruel to us? I mean, they have made an April Fool's joke of like a Lego, what, vacuum cleaner that sorts Lego? I mean, that would be very useful, honestly, but come on. It's impossible. Well, maybe it actually is, but is it? I don't know. I'm just not going to get into too detailed on that, but That would be nice to have. It would just clean up everything so much faster. I can literally just pour all these parts out on the table, then go with that vacuum cleaner, and it would just sort everything if that were to be an actual thing. And that would make the whole building process of Starcourt a lot faster. Just a random thought. Okay, this is gonna be a lot of reverse engineering right now. How did I build this? Yeah, when you build something 3 months ago or so, it becomes quite a mystery towards how you built it again. Because I'm using the completed file over just deconstructed models, so that's going to take a while. I think most of them were new. Oh, but I bought a few used figures, and they were practically new. Yeah, I mean, for 20 bucks. Yeah, I think. But I personally would have skipped out on the used figures, but I would have just bought them for a little bit of a more expensive price if possible. But I mean, if they're practically new, I guess that's pretty good as well. Where is plates? There we go. Plates. Scavenger hunt for some 1x2 ball joint elements. Somewhere. This is what's kind of not super fun to do when building such a large model. Oh no. The other type connector piece, just somewhere in this pile. Oh, well, actually, you need to use these on the legs, so I may as well do that. Unfortunately, I have to go. Well, good night, Ryan. Bye, Davis. Good luck on your work. Do you first design your builds with a program on PC? Yeah, essentially, well, with these builds, like something as, big as this, I simply did not want to go over the time necessary to just build it in real life first and then realize that I don't have these parts, order those parts, and then go back to the drawing board. It would just be so much of a hassle over just designing it on the computer, which I did it in Brickling Studio, but then afterwards, ordering everything at once was a lot faster over than doing anything else, so. If we ever meet, I'll show it to you. Alright, Davis. The feet are nearing completion, though I still haven't found those mixel ball joints yet. Wherever those are. I know they're here somewhere, but don't know where. That's what happens when you don't organize, but I didn't want to go through the pain of organizing 2,600 Lego pieces. Just didn't want to do it. Easy as that. Well, they're somewhere in here, but I can't find them at the moment, so... Oh no, wait. Here we are. Found them. Never mind. Yeah, it's complete pain to find through this many parts and then find the piece that I need out of all of this. Also, before I go, I want to say that I made my own minifig. Nice. Hardest part is finding the pieces. Yep, agreed. Adam, I think you have like you told me last week or something about the T1 camper van. You said that like the bags weren't numbered, so you had to dump all of them out and build it that way. So yeah, I feel your pain. Where is the 1x6 plates? I've seen them just yesterday as well, but I don't know where those are. Oh no, here we are. A little bit of searching. We're so close to connecting. Actually, should I connect the body already, or I think I should build everything else. That would make it a lot easier to build everything else, or make everything connect. That would help support your channel, but I've already subscribed. Thanks, Davis. See here. Attaching the connector parts for the legs onto the body. Oops. Should I connect them on? Well, there that goes. Well, I could, I mean, why not? What's the worst that can happen, right? I'll just angle them up for now, but then I'll angle them down. Hopefully they don't get in the way, but... which I think they will, now that I come to think of it. Like, I really want to see how he would look with the legs. I've never actually built this physically, so... only digitally. Really want to see how he would look with the legs. See here. Oh. Hold on, I need to angle these much further down. It's coming together. Slowly but surely. 1x2 modified brick. Where would that be? Is that a 1x2? Or, yeah, it's 1x2. Where would I find that? Yeah, I cannot find that at the moment. That's great. Somewhere, but throughout all these bags, geez, that's gonna take a while. Well, let's build up the head then instead. Though I still need to find parts for the head as well, which I hope they aren't that hard to find. Oh, welcome back, Davis. Let's see, what do I need? Where on earth is those parts? You know, whatever piece I need, it's literally always just looking through a whole chunk of parts. It's a lot of looking. Definitely a lot of looking. Let's see, where do we have? No matter what I'm looking for, it's still looking. Wow. I've already subbed. Thanks, man. Let's see. Yeah, I actually have no idea where all these parts are. There's like one of them in this huge pile. It's literally a needle in a haystack. It's literally like that. So that's great. Yeah. One by two brackets. Okay, I'll find that all later. We'll construct the rest of the head without needing that for now. So I could see the parts to build the rest of the head in the meantime. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, so that's cool. Yep, same. He's my favorite as well. Okay, where are those plates? Oops. I'll get a Lego set soon. I don't know which one. I don't know like what's their like price range, but honestly like the higher end ones, like the higher end on cost ones, are honestly like the better ones for me personally. So, but no, in general, all Lego sets are really well designed. Like when you kind of look at all of them, they're all really well designed in terms of building techniques, and then, but again, like the higher end, like that. The higher up you go on cost, the better they actually turn out to look in the end. That's what I've experienced from like hundreds of Lego sets over the years, so. The more accurate and the more intricate the building techniques will be. The Darth Vader bust, uh-oh, the camera's about to turn off. There we go. Getting much better at that. Around $30 maybe. 40. Yeah, I mean that's pretty decent for a Lego set as well. Let's see. 1x3 plates. I've seen those before here somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. At least I don't remember where have I seen them. Oh, here they are. Found them. I recently bought the Hogwarts set, cost me €400, but I really liked it. Yeah, like, I haven't actually bought that set, but if I just think and just recall correctly, I believe it had some really interesting building techniques in there, like, in terms of snot and just, you know, studs not on top. And even though it's micro scale, I haven't really looked into those sets, but, like, the only sets that I've really, like, looked into is minifigure scale, and then sometimes a little bit larger, sometimes, but for the most part, minifigure scale. Let's see, where is that clip element? Wow, I can't find that piece either. Such a small piece, just buried in, so, oh no, there it is, found it. Well, I got lucky with that one. Was your first video with Darth Vader's castle? Yeah, it was like my first ever video. I don't know why that was even like, well, that one was mainly my, you know, the first video, main intention behind that was, I was just getting, you know, understanding the format of YouTube and such, so, yeah. First video. Don't really do reviews anymore, however, so. Nice memory to look back to, that's for a fact. If anything, I'll do like a live build of a Lego set, but not reviews, because those really don't interest me. Unless the Krusty Burger, right? If Lego is to make the Krusty Burger real, you guys can 100% expect a review for that, because, you know, it's kind of my own Lego sets in a way, so if that becomes real, I'm 100% doing like a live build and a review of it, but like how good does a Lego set really have to be for me to review it? Maybe Simpsons, like in general if Lego decides to bring back a theme, maybe Stranger Things, but it has to be really good for me to do a review of it because, you know, it deserves that kind of attention, but I don't know. Where is the No, I've seen those. Oh, there they are. Found them. Yep, I've seen that piece before, and there it is. and the beginning of the Mind Flayer face begins. Just the basic format of it. And later on we layer it over with all of the additional curves and such. There we go. And there we go. See, one by one? Yeah, one by one. Where do we have those pieces? Somewhere around here, I'd say. There they are. One by ones. That one goes up here. A lot of just going back and looking back at what I've built. Just a lot of that. Entirely forgotten how this model went together. I'm going to start my own channel soon. Good luck, man. It's quite a lot of work to maintain a channel as well, I gotta say. Like, after doing it for however long I've been doing it, what, for 2 years or so? So, yeah, somewhere around 2 years. It's definitely a lot of work to maintain, you know, a good consistency, even though I tend to kind of mess that consistency up quite often because, you know, with the builds that I'm doing and everything, it takes time ultimately, but it takes time to get everything set up and get it all built. So it's that piece, a 2x2 curve. I actually moved the Mind Flayer out of the way here a bit. Yeah, 2 years. Do you watch brick films? Nope. I really don't watch anything like within YouTube too much, unless it's like a very important tutorial towards how to make something work. And I'm not talking like in terms of Lego or anything, but like, you know, software-wise or, you know, Blender or those kind of softwares. But aside from that, I don't really watch brick films. Well, if you consider the Lego movie a brick film, then yeah, but that's been like, what? When did the Lego movie come out again? So that's... Has it been like 7 years? No, it can't have been 7 years. It has to have been like 5 years ago? Yeah, I don't even remember. I don't remember when the Lego movie came out. Maybe it was 2014? I think it was. Maybe 20... Yeah, I think 2014. February of 2014 or something. But if you consider that a brick film, I guess, but I've only watched that like once, so in general, no. Next up is 1x1 round studs, wherever those are. Where do I have 1x1 rounds? There we go. Found them. Just attach these. We probably need all of these. Another emptied bag. And actually another one. Yeah, the first was in 2014. Yeah. Do you have a budget for your Simpsons build? I wouldn't say I have an exact budget towards that. It just, you know, it kind of just builds itself at this point. So, no exact budget, however, it's more of time over a budget, you know? It will cost however much it will cost. It will just be over a longer span of time to collect all those parts for the cost to be actually, you know, fulfilled. So, no actual budget for the model. Just may take a little bit longer to build given its overall size. And where do I have curved 1x2s? No clue. Like with most parts, no clue. I'll find them later eventually. See in the background, Simpsons house looks complete. Yeah, the Simpsons house is basically complete. There still are a couple of things that I do want to like add into it, like, you know, into the attic and then into a couple more of the rooms in terms of details. But again, that's more like, you know, cost and such. So, you know, once I get all of the parts that I need, and then I'll attach it over into the house, and at the same time, simultaneously to that, you know, I kind of want to have everything all in one bricklink order. So like I would have Moe's, like all of the additional parts needed for Moe's, and then for the Simpsons house. So just kind of, you know, figuring out what parts I need, and then I'll just put it all into one bricklink order. It's gonna save the shipping cost ultimately. So that's why. Another reason towards why you guys aren't seeing any Springfield updates just yet, or the continuation to it, but I do plan on continuing it very soon, nevertheless. Which country do you live in? Yep, America. USA. How did I build that? Wait, what piece is that in the inside? A 1x2 brick, okay. Fair enough. I don't even remember how I built this. Where is the 1x2 bricks? They're probably in these bags, maybe? Maybe. Yep, there they are. 1x2s. Oh, and here's that 1x2 modified piece as well. Finally found that. There we go. Got that attached. And then there was a 1x2 plate on the front of it. Let's get that. Okay, these legs actually are kind of annoying here. So I may end up pulling them off until it's all complete. because right now it's really much annoying to have them in the way while I'm building. Once we get the remainder of it built, we'll then pull those back on. And where was the 1x2s again? Somewhere, is it in here? Yeah, I think I see it. No, that's another one of those. Guess it wasn't in here. It was in a different bag, perhaps. Oops. Sorry, I don't know your name. Is it Ryan? No, it's not Ryan, it's Anthony. Let's see. I have absolutely no clue where that 1x2 brick is. Somewhere. That's all I know. Somewhere in this pile, but I have no clue exactly where in this giant pile of parts is that 1x2. Well, that's going to be a lot of searching through, but I'm sure it will show up eventually. Like, I mean, it can't be hidden forever. I'll eventually get to emptying out this pile so much that there won't be anywhere for it to hide, so eventually I'll find it. And I actually need these 1x2 plates right here. Have you ever said it to people before? Yeah, I have. I'm pretty sure I've said it in, like, what video is that? Like the near the finale of the Lego set Death Star that I've made. Like, I think it's been in that one where I said my name like once before, but aside from that, no, I mean it's out there on my Instagram, like literally the first thing written in my bio, so it's written out there basically is all I'm saying. I think it's on my Twitter as well, and my Facebook, if I recall correctly. Welcome back, Adam. See here, what is underneath this? Okay, so we have a 2x2. So we have plenty 2x2s right here. And I just realized that's supposed to be a stud forward. One by two. Where is that? I had a whole bag of them just a little bit earlier ago here, but can't seem to find them. Oh no, there it is. And the head will be attaching onto there. Okay, let's see, what's next? This Mind Flayer is seriously going to take a while to build. Wow, the Mind Flayer alone is quite time consuming to put together. Next up, looks like 2x2 brick, something like that. Yeah, 2x2. Another piece that I just cannot find, but probably will a little bit later on, like I do with all the other parts. See here, 2x4. Interesting. Where does that go? 2x2 corner and then 2x4. Okay, I see. Are you going to get the 1966 Batmobiles to appear in The Simpsons Mr. Plow episode? Yes. Yes. 100% yes. Like, I really do want to get that, but $30? I mean, I would say if it were to be 25, but honestly, the fact that it did appear in The Simpsons episode may make me consider it to get it, you know, for full price, but I don't know. But I will be buying it, definitely. Probably will make another live stream on building that one sometime in the near future once I get it. Oh, bye, Davis. Okay, let's see, what's next? Oh yeah, the 2x4 plate, right. Okay, so 2x2, and then we have two by two, and then afterwards like that. Let's see here, so we have, yeah, and that will be connecting, and the body's coming together. There we go. And then another 2x4 towards the back. Yeah, another 2x4 towards the back, it looks like. Yeah. Where are the... Oops, there we go. Wait. And that one right there. I didn't even remember how dense I made this entire model. Like, it's literally not even hollow in the inside of the Mind Flayer. It's just an entirely dense body. Well, most likely these parts have to be in here, huh? Actually not. Probably in the other one of these, maybe? Yep, there it is. If I can somehow get those parts out. There we go. That's one. Don't really know much about Batman, but it's a pretty cool set because it appeared Simpsons, so I may get it. Yeah, just because it appeared in The Simpsons. Like, if it weren't, I mean, on top of that, I missed out on the initial, like, the 1966 Batcave set, like, the much larger one, you know, like, with, like, the Batmobile, and then you have, like, the helicopter, and then the actual Batcave. I entirely missed out on that, so either way, I mean, I do want to get it, you know. It is in The Simpsons, it's not in The Simpsons, but I still want to get it because it's kind of a cool little set, like, you know, it's a cool little build that's, you know, minifigure scale and everything, so. See what's underneath this piece. 2x3 plates. Where is... I literally just had that piece. Where did it... Oh, never mind. I didn't even take it out of the bag. I just looked at it and I thought I already took it out of the bag. Nope. The curvature is beginning to shape up. Let's see, what piece is that? 2x2. Okay, that makes sense. Hello, Wilder. Even if it didn't appear in The Simpsons, I would still want to get it as it's a classic car. That's why the real one a long time ago apparently sounded like he did in The Simpsons as well. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, regardless if it's in The Simpsons or not, it's a really classic car, so yeah, for sure. Why, hello, X1. Just tuning in to say hi. Uh-oh, that's gonna be... Well, that happens when you pay attention too much to the... just too much attention to the actual model and not the camera. Well, that just shut off like that. Alrighty then. See what's next. So we've already built that up. That I still cannot find that 1x2 brick, huh? That 1x2, wherever that went. Because I want to get the two halves of the head connected, but I need the 1x2 to do so. And I just don't know where that is. Let's see, how was that part built? How's that attached? Wait, I've used some really clever Lego geometry here a couple months back. Okay. Interesting. Where are those 1x1s that I had? Studs on the side. There they are. Attaches over to this one. Yeah. Brackets. Okay, that piece goes there. Wait. Then, does that connect right up into that? Wait, hold on. No, wait, that goes one stud inside, and then that will be connected like that. Okay, I think I figured it out. If we were to do that, yeah. Exactly. Okay. Next up, 1x1s. Where did I see those? There they are. Okay. Oh, and this side uses a 2x2 plate over a 1x2 for a little bit more of a accurate look. Okay. There we go. The brick is still missing in the inside, but I could still put it together. I think. Hold on. Let's see how that would look in the end. So that would be going like that. So this one would attach right here. And this one would, wait, what piece was that? Oh no, that piece, okay, that's the piece that I still needed to find. Okay, that makes sense. But I mean, ultimately, you totally could attach the head onto the body, even though it's kind of incomplete, but we're getting there. It's still very incomplete though. Oh crap, that just fell apart. Yeah, so it's missing some structural connection beams in the inside, so it's falling apart. Still need to find those bricks to make the whole thing actually solidify. Find the pieces. Remember when I got the Simpsons house, was my first big set, and I was trying to find a piece and looked everywhere, so I just went on to the next step and then found it's under a roof plate. Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure is happening right now. Is literally there's so many parts right here, and then like once I build up a certain part of the build, and then I look under a bag or into a different bag, it probably isn't there. So chances are that's probably what's happening right now. But that's probably the biggest reason why I just kind of want to do the entire second half of this build off camera, is simply because it would take way too long to build everything on camera. It just would be like a 10-hour live stream or something like that by that time, so. Even if I'm to divide it up into multiple ones, still will take forever to look through all these bags. Let's see, where are... I've seen those cheese slopes somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. A lot of the parts are literally just scattered about. A lot of them. Well, it's not in there either. Well, I mean, for the most parts, we have the Mind Flayer complete. I'm sure all the parts are still here that I need, but for the most part, let's see here. Wait, why can't I undo that? Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. But for the most parts, the Mind Flayer is complete. There are parts that are missing, however, but I do want to put it together, but at the same time I know I'm probably going to need to take it all apart once I actually get those parts and attach them onto the build, but we're getting there. Like, I do want to put it together though, I'm not going to lie. For the live stream by the least, so I really want to see how he looks in all of his parts. And I've just realized I still need to attach his arms and such onto the build. But for the most part, despite the missing pieces that are throughout the whole build, let's try and get all of that. Okay, let's see how he looks. Coming together. Still is missing a lot of parts, like with the whole front bit of his jaw and such, but He's coming together. A little bit more and we'll be done with him. Well, there are a couple of parts that I need to find in here. Actually, I could do the tentacles right now. Let's see, well, how are those built? Okay, so like that. Okay, that makes sense. So where I believe they were in this bag, his tentacle pieces. Yeah, here we go. His arms that are supposed to be almost like coming out of the sides. How are those built? So 3 of these build up one segment. And then attached onto what? Okay. Attached onto that piece, which I've seen earlier. Here we go. This one. Mixel ball joint piece. That looks awesome, although I haven't watched Stranger Things, but I think I've seen a clip with that in, yeah, the mind flare, the entire giant monster. Hello, just joined. Well, hello, Dark Knight. Let's see, so what we need is what piece? Let's see, that's another empty bag already. Let's see, where is clips? There we are, clips. Move that. Yeah, actually move it over here. A lot of his teeth are missing. Okay, let's see, how was that built? So, there we go. And those smaller bits probably are in this bag, yeah. Of course, like all of the very small little tiny pieces are always located in these extremely hard to fish through bags. And I need to build a second hand as well. And there we go. Okay, next up, plates. I wonder where those reddish brown turret pieces are. Not in here. Maybe in here? Maybe? Nope, not in here either. Well, I found a different piece that I'll need. Attach that into build. And more parts that I still need to look through an entire pile of parts to find a single Lego piece, but it'll eventually show up, I'm sure. Whoops. There goes those out of the bag. They will eventually show up. Eventually. And we can attach these for now. Do you have Little Lightning, Sports, Soapbox Racer? That was in the Dimensions Fun Pack. Yeah, I do have it. It's just kind of put away into my storage bins up there. So I do have it somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. Just kind of parted out, I think, at this point. But I do plan on putting it back together and then adding it into the Simpsons garage. Coming together. But I think, for the most part, if we just kind of look around through all of these parts, I do need to, thoroughly go through everything to find all of the other... Actually, wait, before we do that, before we can actually add a couple more parts onto the build, before we thoroughly, begin looking, we're probably going to do that already off stream, but before we move on to doing that, I can add in all of the 2x2 plates onto all of the legs and detail the legs a little bit more. Because they are looking a bit incomplete. Another bag emptied. And there we go. Oops. Get these parts attached. Are you going to make Martin's and Nelson's soapbox racers? Maybe. I don't know. I may go ahead and make those, maybe not, but I think I am, however, because, again, because I'm replicating so much of Springfield, I think at that point in time, they're such small additions to the entire mock that I think all of the very small things that will be going into Springfield will matter to how the overall aesthetic of it will look. And the more detail, the more little references to all of the episodes, the better. So probably most likely. So you could expect it, but it won't be any time in the near coming weeks. Because, you know, Starcourt is going to be taking up a lot of time to build, especially at this kind of rate of how long it's literally taking to build the Mind Flayer alone. But I mean, it's turning out really nice. Just slow process, but I think it's turning out really nice. And another bag emptied. I'm pretty sure somewhere another bag has even more of those parts. What type of roads are you going to use for Springfield? I'm probably, given the fact that Springfield is going to be like on an elevated platform more like, you know, like with having like the 48 by 48 base plates underneath and then the bricks, and then the plates over the top of that, I think I'm going to have to make my own custom road system for that. So probably I'm just going to use like, it's either that it's going to be bricks on the side basically, like snot technique and then build across, or it's going to be just flat tiles, just like 8 by 16 or 6 by 6 tiles, you know, running across the build. Whichever looks better and whichever like is cheaper and whichever, you know, works the best in that scenario and just, you know, aesthetically looks right. That's the type of design that I'll be using. I haven't really settled on any design yet because, you know, we haven't actually gotten to building any of the roads of Springfield yet, but time will tell. Oh wait, these parts were supposed to be used as well, huh? Yes, no wonder. I was like, you know, there's really not going to be enough of these dark red 2x2s for this whole build. No wonder. There are supposed to be black 2x2 wedge plates as well. Well, that makes sense. Well, that's supposed to just fill in all of the other smaller gaps here on the Mind Flayer. Okay, that makes much more sense. Geez, these parts are seriously extremely hard to reach out of very small bags. A lot of parts that I need to just try and get out of these bags. A lot. Let's see, what do we have next? think that should do it for like the overall build, you know, of the Mind Flayer. There are parts that I still need to attach on, like all of these smaller bits, but at that point in time it's gonna take a while. You know, if all of this took so long, how long have we been streaming anyways? Yeah, like basically 2 hours. We were able to build the Mind Flayer in like 2 hours, so probably going to attach all of these smaller bits on a little bit later on off stream, but there we go, Mind Flayer. Looks pretty dope if you ask me. Oh yes, there we go. Done and done. Or essentially done. Let's see. Should I begin Starcourt now? Let's see here. Probably I'll maybe begin building up the base plate of it. Because again, I don't want to spoil too much for you guys in terms of like, you know, how it's going to be looking like, even though the thumbnail kind of gives it away. There still are a couple of little things in the model that I don't want to quite give away, that the thumbnail just doesn't do its justice. So, but let's see. In the meantime, I will be beginning to build Starcourt. Let's just begin building it, and then we'll see what we will do afterwards. Actually, let's see. Let's put the Mind Flayer over here instead. Probably right here. There we go. Talk to me. Alright, I'm talking to you. Let's see, where are the, what, 3x3 curves? Yeah, 3x3 curve elements, and that is 2x2 modified. Okay, I think I got the gist of it. Wait, is that literally just one on top of another? Yeah, it has to be. There's no other way to build that. Oops. Will you be printing stickers for this? Yes, I already have planned this out, however I still haven't designed the actual stickers for the model. But yeah, I am planning to print all of the stickers out, you know. I'm going to design them in Illustrator and then afterwards print them out on some sticker paper probably. So I've never actually printed on sticker paper, nor have I ever made stickers, so we'll see how that goes, you know. With the minifigures as well, I'm going to be having like printed, like not printed torsos, but like stickered torsos, like you know, Lego back in, you know, the early days of Lego, what, 1970s or something, you know, when they had stickers on torsos still. Hello JB Brick Fanatic, glad you could join the stream. Let's see, where do we have those 2x2s, or 3x3s more like? Somewhere in here. This is going to be a lot of searching through parts to find everything, but I think it's going to be very much worth it. I still can't get over that Spider-Man. It's so cool. Yup. Uh-oh. Camera's about to shut off. But let me just go in quickly. There we go. Getting way better at that. You know, thanks JB. Spider-Man though, whew, that took like 13 weeks of building. It's insane, but happy with the end result, I gotta say. Really happy with how it all turned out in the end. Well, here we are, found the 3x3 curves. Let's see, what else do we need to add? Let's see 3x3, and then, so, okay, 2x3 plates. Let's add those into place. A lot of additional bags, just so many bags that are going to be left over after this. There we go. See what's next. One by fours. Where do we have 1x4s? Somewhere? Oh, here we go, 1x4s. And there we go. Thirds, 1x2s. Where? Yep, this is seriously going to take some time to build. Just seriously going to take a lot of time to build and put together all of this. I saw someone design Springfield Skylines. They've added a flaming Moe's sign out back of the building. Yeah, I believe I've seen that as well. And yeah, like someone has done like some kind of Springfield, like in a like computer or something, like 3D Springfield and Skylines. Yeah. I've seen that. What's your favorite model you've done? If you're talking about sculpture-wise, like in terms of like model in terms of sculpture, right? I'd have to say Rex, like the Rex helmet. Like that one, that one took so much designing. Like the amount of different iterations that helmet went through was insane. You know, figuring out all of the snot techniques and then getting it all built up, it was a lot. It went through a lot of phases in designing, but I think it turned out really solid in the end. But then like in terms of model like kind of, you know, play scale kind of thing going on, I'd have to say probably it's either, you know, the Simpsons house, like the modified UCS Simpsons house, or maybe the Starcourt that I'm building up right now. Either one. Kind of like both almost the same amount, but I'm gonna have to like build it up and see how it looks. I've never actually seen how it would look in person, just seen it on the computer, so. Curious to see how that will all turn out in the end. Geez, a lot of parts that I'm just unable to find in this pile right now. Somewhere buried deep in here, just some, oh, here we go, here's a couple of pieces. Yeah, just literally, most of it is just buried in here. Very much so buried. See here, what's next? I want to begin building up the base now that I kind of have the basic stair layout complete. Like the whole base of Starcourt. But I don't think I'll get too far with it today because it's kind of a lot of building. It's literally kind of a lot of building. So I guess we can see how far we'll be able to get here. Let's see, 8x16, and then, yeah, it looks like two 8x16s just like that. And these. Yeah, well, this is seriously going to take a lot of time. Put this down. So that piece is that, and then let's see. Ah, okay. Okay, that makes sense. So we have that one there, and then we would have basically this piece here. Connected up right there. And 8x8s, where were those? Somewhere, but... Are you going to have any trains in Springfield? Maybe a train on the road, or for his driver cab, or maybe the Lady Gaga train. I'm thinking of maybe not doing trains as much as maybe the monorail. That's like, you know, that was like in one episode of The Simpsons, but I think I'm gonna do the monorail. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think I am, right? But in terms of trains, I don't think I will be doing any trains, but who knows? I mean, Springfield is in such early development that at this point in time, anything could really happen. I may make trains, I may not, who knows, you know? It all could change, and I may say, you know, a month from now that, yeah, I will be adding trains into Springfield, but who knows? What is your favorite season from Stranger Things? I'd have to say season 1 and season 3 are like tied. I don't have like seriously like a favorites, as much as like season 1 for having, you know, a very mysterious kind of introduction to everything, and just having such like a very good introduction to the show and making it really solid and everything just flowing so perfectly. And then season 3 for being just having a just being very funny and comedic in that way. So I think I'd have to say both seasons, and like the CGI on top of everything, season 3 is like amazing, just absolutely amazing. So kind of a tie there for favorites. Let's see, where do we have? There are a lot of parts that I still need to find that I haven't found yet. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, and there they are, like, it's literally always just hidden somewhere within the model. What is your favorite Simpsons episode? I'd have to go with Homer Goes to New York, or something by those lines there, like, you know, when Homer goes, when Barney kind of, whatchamacallit, Barney kind of parked Homer's car or something in New York, and then Homer had to go to New York with his family to get it. Absolutely hilarious episode. Are you going to build full-blown interiors for every building in Springfield? You see, that's the thing. I'm not planning exactly on building every single building from Springfield, but more like having just all of the very iconic buildings, you know? So for all of those buildings that, you know, we've seen the show and that we really get a good glimpse of the interior, you can basically guarantee those to be in Springfield, and then those will be the ones that will be, you know, fully blown interior. And so at the end of the day, yeah, you could expect all of the buildings to be, you know, detailed out, but that is not like saying that every random building will be in Springfield. You'll just save on space, and at the same time, you know, bring all the very iconic buildings much closer together and just make a very nice, like, overview of the whole mock. So I'm thinking like that. That's very classic. Yeah, exactly. It's a very classic episode. But yeah, in terms of Springfield, that's basically what I have planned, but you can take it with a grain of salt because, you know, again, 1 month from now, since this Springfield is such an early development, even to now, it could change easily, so. And Bricklink Studio is entirely beginning to glitch out on me. That's great. I really don't want to turn it off and turn it back on again because it may mess something up, but so we got the basic layout of what we want Starcourt. I mean, there still is like the entire chunk over here, but we're making progress. Homer versus City of Springfield, New York. Yeah, that exactly, yeah. Something by those lines there, yeah. Let's see, what do we have next? Yeah, Bricklink Studio is absolutely glitching out on me and I cannot even figure out what I did in my model. Well, that's unfortunate. Wow, it's glitching out on me. Wow, that's great. I think the computer had a little bit too much, more than it can handle. Just live streaming and having Studio opened up, it's a little bit too much for it probably. Yeah, it's not wanting to undo itself. Okay, that's... Oh, no, there we go. There we go, got it. Control Z always works. I guess we can begin building up like some of the interior connection points to the model. Or like the flooring, like assembling the overall flooring construction. Let me just quickly do one little thing over here. Let me just actually. Wrong thing. See if I can get this. Well, that kind of worked. Yeah, that kind of worked. Just a little bit. Do you have any other hobbies than Lego? I mean, I guess if you consider movie watching a hobby, then I guess, yeah. But aside from that, I mean, I do a lot of 3D work in like the 3D workspace with like Blender and such, you know, 3D modeling. But yeah, I do have other hobbies. I'm surprised you don't have more subscribers. You did get 10,000 supporters on LEGO Ideas after all. Exactly, like, that's the one thing that absolutely cracks me up all the time. How do I have, you know, how do I have less than 1,000 subscribers and then over 10,000 people have supported me on LEGO Ideas? Like, it's insane, you know, not even a tenth that, you know, the people who supported me, not even a tenth have subscribed. Like, do they know me? You know, aren't they interested to know who is Fast Brick Studios after all? Who is the creator of the Krusty Burger? It makes me laugh all the time whenever I just put that into context. Not even a tenth of the people who have like supported me are subscribed. It's hilarious. Let's see, what's next? Where is that one other bag? There they are. I found it. There we go. Let's see what's next. And another piece that I just cannot find, but probably will find in a little bit. Wow, a lot of parts that I still need to find. So many projects are getting 10,000 supporters right now. Yeah, like an absolutely crazy amount of like people. Just I don't know what it is, but like there's so many projects that are actually hitting 10,000. It's crazy. It's like the world record of LEGO Ideas projects in one review that's going to be, so I'm going to be falling under that. And, you know, the one thing that I'm hoping for is that, you know, given that there's so many projects, LEGO doesn't become lazy on it and isn't just like speeding through all the projects like without really thoroughly giving them a review because there's so many. Because, you know, like quality over quantity. So I hope that doesn't like affect anything, but I don't know, you know, if hopefully they do give the Krusty Burger a thorough review regardless of the fact that there are like, what, 45 projects, was it? I don't know, it's been like 40 something at this point since the last time I checked, so hopefully, you know, I'm most scared for LEGO to not really put out a good review for all of the projects and kind of reject all of them, but hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully. Because LEGO would be seriously missing out on some serious cash, as you mentioned earlier. You know, they've done it once with Starcourt, and now they're going to do it with, you know, Krusty Burger? Really? That would suck. Uh-oh, I opened OBS. Okay, there we go. The more and more I build this, you know, the more of those smaller elements I'm beginning to need, and so it's becoming a lot harder to find those smaller elements throughout the whole build. There are a lot of parts that I still need to find that I haven't found. That's great. Well, oh, here we go, 1x2s. But I think that should do it for today though. Like, this is gonna take much longer. The fact that this model is seriously gonna take forever to build, but I think with like beginning Starcourt and getting, you know, the Mind Flayer complete, I think that should do it for today though. Like, there still is a lot to get done, like way much more. It's like, I mean, it's huge, you know, it's a lot of building to get done through, and still use up a lot of parts, but I think today we've done some pretty good progress, even though it's kind of literally the base of Starcourt and then the Mind Flare, but I think that should do it for today, because it's literally so many parts that we still need to find in this collection of parts that I still need more time to find, because this is seriously going to take some time, but nevertheless, I think that should be good though for today. So, but yeah, with that being said, I think that is everything. So, I will be continuing this model like shortly, probably a little bit later today and probably tomorrow. However, it's probably not going to be on a live stream anymore, simply because this is going to take absolutely ages to build. Like, I'm talking, you know, a 10-hour live stream or so, because this is a lot of parts to get through, and it's going to be taking a long time to build, and it will be here for way too long, right? So, and at the same time, I kind of want to do this in a surprise. So most of the build, for the most part, I want to kind of have that to being a surprise for you guys, and to have everything a little bit more interesting for the cinematic showcase, and a lot more new things for you guys to see like throughout the whole build. So another reason towards why, but that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.